This situation involving OTF Jam has been circulating for a few days now, and even though we didn't jump on it immediately, there was no way we were going to let it slide without breaking it down. Because honestly, there's a bigger lesson in all of this, one that a lot of people out there need to hear. Everybody loves to talk about loyalty. Everybody claims that's my bro, that's my twin, that's my gang. But the truth is, it's easy to stand next to somebody when everything is going right. The real test comes when pressure hits. That's when you find out who's really solid and who isn't. Now, I'm not here acting like I got all the answers, but I do want to hear your take on this, especially after that post Jam put up a few days ago. Because if you really read between the lines, it sounds like he's not just hinting at cooperating, he's basically saying it outright. And the comparison he made, that's what really caught people's attention. He compared himself to Sammy the Bull. For anyone who doesn't know, Sammy the Bull was a high-ranking member of the Gambito crime family. He was directly involved in multiple hits under John Gotti, one of the most feared mob bosses at the time, known as the Teflon Don. But when the federal pressure came down, Sammy flipped. He cooperated with authorities and helped take down the very organization he once stood for. He admitted to being involved in 19 murders and still ended up serving only about 5 years after cutting a deal in 1991. Later on, he did more time for other crimes, but his legacy was already sealed. To this day, he's remembered as one of the most infamous informants in organized crime history. So when someone compares themselves to him, what do you think that means? Because to most people, that's not subtle. That's basically saying, yeah, I did what I had to do. At this point, it doesn't even feel like speculation anymore. It feels like he's telling you straight up, just not spell it. It was the first time I was born, and my son, my peak, my family, and being the best enemy I've ever read and won and loved and murdered love. And let's not forget, Jam has already been making moves that show he's separating himself, switching from OTF to EBK, publicly saying he doesn't care what anyone thinks. Those are small things. Those are statements. He even took to Instagram and opened up about wanting peace in his life, talking about his upbringing, the streets, fake friendships, jail time, and losing people along the way. He basically admitted that the lifestyle he once embraced brought more pain than anything else. And look, that part, that's real. A lot of people come to that realization eventually. But here's where things get complicated. Because once someone starts saying things like the streets don't love nobody or forget everybody, especially while dealing with serious legal situations, it usually means a decision has already been made. Then you've got others speaking out, like Goldmouth, who didn't hold back at all. He straight up accused Jam of cooperating and called out the contradiction, how someone can allegedly tell to avoid jail, then come back online acting tough, dropping their location, and challenging people. And that's where things start to look reckless, because Jam didn't just respond, he doubled down. He basically told people he doesn't care about their opinions, and if they've got a problem, they can come see him. He even posted his location while on house arrest, daring people to pull up. Now, let's be real for a second. That's not just bold, that's dangerous. But here's the thing people aren't thinking about. Anyone who actually tries to act on that, you're walking straight into a trap. Law enforcement is already watching. Social media is being monitored. Every move is under a microscope. So if someone takes that bait, they're not proving anything. They're just guaranteeing themselves a one-way trip to jail. And that raises another question. Why even do this? Is it pride? Is it frustration? Or is it someone who feels like they've already crossed the line and now has nothing left to lose? Because from the outside looking in, it feels like we're watching someone spiral. Maybe he knows the damage is already done. Maybe he's accepted how people see him now, and instead of backing down, he's leaning all the way into it. But here's the bigger takeaway, and this is the part people really need to pay attention to. What Jam is doing. It's not as rare as people think. In reality, most people, most, would make the same choice when faced with serious time. Loyalty sounds good until your freedom is on the line. Until you're sitting in that womb, being told what you're up against. That's when integrity gets tested. And you can't call someone loyal if they've never been tested. A lot of people out here trust their circle blindly. They assume their friends would never fold. But the truth is, you don't really know someone until they're put in a position where they have something real to lose. Sometimes people don't switch up. They just finally reveal who they've always been. So instead of being surprised when it happens, maybe the lesson is to move smarter, be more aware, understand that not everybody is built the same. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think OTF Jan really cooperated? Or do you think people are reading too much into what he said? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. And if you made it this far, don't just watch, be part of the conversation. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next breakdown. Because we're gonna keep covering these real situations, giving real perspectives, and keeping it unfiltered.
Hey,
and
bro,
remember, while you're watching, we're working. Stay tuned.
After what you did to your brother, Smirk, aka Lil Durk, then you jump on Instagram and drop your low, which I think is a fake low. Drop your low and talking tough with your chest out like you done did some commendable shit. You put the in jail. They gave you $50,000 when you got out, helped you get a crib, car, and took care of your people while you was gone. Man, friends like you, man, don't need no enemies, boy. Boy, you a dirty, rotten to the core, motherfucker. And y'all need to thank that boy immediately.